So after 4 great heat races, we are on to the final, last chance qualifier here in Homestead. It is Julio Cesar starting on the front row with Peter Onjak, Serena Sankun, and Matt Sladek in row 2. Those 4 all finished in the 8th position in their 4 heats. That is why they are starting 1st through 4th. Behind them, the next 4, they finished 9th in their heats. The next 4 finished 10th in their heats, and so on and so forth, all the way back. But it will be a 15-lap race for the LCQ. Of course, the actual race is 25 laps here at Homestead. But all these drivers fighting just for 8 spots. Only 8 spots remain for the Homestead race, and that means 28 drivers are fighting for just those 8 spots. We're getting ready to get the commands to fire the engines, and we just want to say thank you for tuning in to the NSDCA at the beginning of season number 4 of the league. And we are ready to get some good racing underway down to the trackside for the commands.
Drivers, start your engines.
With the engines fired up, remember, only 28 drivers will make it into the show. Now, this is a bit more dangerous than the heats. There are twice as many cars as there were in any of the heats on track. You saw how chaotic those were. Imagine an early wreck right here. This could take everyone out of this event and make them pretty much just eliminated it from the event. So don't be the one that makes it aggressive too early on lap number 1, makes it 4 wide heading into a corner, and takes everyone out. No one will be happy with you then. Maybe the guys that are in front, though, would be, unless you wreck up in front. Right now, Julio Cesar, he has a big pressure on him. Peter Onjak in that 444. He just barely missed out on the heat, being passed in the final 2 laps by Naomi Ashley. Now, the 444 driver is making his first and only start in the RBSTS this season, as MDCS and CRTS drivers cannot run more than just 1 race. So if he does not make this race, he or Shade Eves, who is starting deeper in the field, if neither of them make it, their starts are done and they won't be in the RBSTS the rest of the season. So they're trying to make the most of it right here. Serena Sankun, Peter's teammate, driving that Austin Murray number 99 from last season, and the other teammate, Austin Delgado, sits in 12th. The rest of the field will be coming around. 8 cars, 8 spots remaining, 28 cars in the field. We're coming down for 15 laps, and we're racing. Green flag is in the air here at Homestead. Peter Onjak with the push from Matt Sladek. NSI has been against Onj Auto for the entire offseason, so we'll see what happens there. Matthew Eves getting pushed up by Jarrett Talmadge further back in the field, but as they come off of the corner, 2 and 3 wide, these cars can make it 3 wide. These guys have shown that they can run 3 wide. It's when they go 4 wide that it gets very dangerous. Couple cars into the wall. Jared Talmadge goes around. Alex Fletcher is going to get through it. But now Lehman, Trip McGinnis, and Jared Talmadge go around. Now Fletcher dives to the bottom. Cody Hagan is on the apron. It looks like Alex Fletcher's day in that 81 will be done. To the outside goes Alexa Lucian. And the field already 2, 3 wide. These guys are all packed together. Up in front, it's Julio Cesar, but now TJ Smith in that 17 is going to dive to the inside. Serena Sankun sits 3rd. 4th, Martin Dixon. 5th, Peter Onjak. 6th, Josh Oshinga. 7th, Bobo Jones. And now 8th, Ethan Hoffman, as Matt Sladek falls back. And now we might be 4 wide coming through the corner here. Yes, we will. Who's going to give way? They are 5 wide coming off of the corner. And yet they're going to... No, they're not going to keep it. Zachary Stecker goes into the inside wall a ton. And they're spinning right there. Ryan Johnston goes flipping down the back straightaway wildly. Matthew Eves is in it. Johnson's going to stall on the back. They'll be able to take that off. No cautions in the LCQ. The only cautions are in the regular race. And now Martin Dixon is going to get turned across the track. Peter Onjak's in it as well. And the chaos of the LCQ is going to take Peter Onjak out of this race, as well as Matthew Eves. And what insanity we have seen on the opening laps here. Only on lap 3. We still have 13 laps to go. And these guys are being crazy already. 1 car blowing up at the back. I think that is Austin Delgado. So now Onj Auto only has the number 99 of Serena Sankun and the 42 of Roger Ray, who's already in there. Alex Fletcher comes right back up. Now, don't forget, we could still see a lot of crashes. Look at Ethan Hoffman being pushed up by the 72 there. And right now, that is the battle for the cutoff spot. Aaron Rapid versus Ethan Hoffman. You also have, I believe that is Rock Petaway, Cody Hagan. They're all still in this event. So right now, 8th is Aaron Rapid. He's the last car in on this cutoff, and everyone else is right behind him trying to push. Of course, if you win this race, you will start as in the 29th position. Julio Cesar right now leads. TJ Smith second, Serena Sankoon third, Josh Oshinga fourth, Bobo Jones fifth, Matt Sladek in sixth. In seventh is John Felber. Eighth, Aaron Rapid, and now the 27 of Rock Petaway is going to move into the back of the 72. That 72 won the championship in the RBSTS West Series last season. 72 no longer owned by Burkhart Maurice. Burkhart Morris helping take some of that alleviation to alleviate some of the money that Burkhart Maurice was losing by the RBSTS series. Cody Hagan now moving up. He's into the 10th position, but now Rock Petaway sits in the last transfer spot as they go around. Alexa Luchon in the 33. She's going to look to the inside of Derek Lawson. You also have Ethan Hoffman back there. There's Damian Blue, Ludwig Lutherson, and there's Alex Fletcher. He is one lap down, so his race is over. He's just trying to finish out what he can do. Matthew Eves back there in the 83 and Peter Aljack in the 42, but 444, I should say. Both of those drivers will not be making the show unless there's some huge crash. So that's the end of the day for those two to even make it into this event. Julio Cesar pulling away. Now Serena Sankoon kind of stacking up second through seventh right there. So if these guys crash, that could be insane for those guys further back. And there you see Petaway has Aaron Rapid all over the back of him once again. Cody Hagan, Alexa Luchon, Derek Lawson, the two of Ethan Hoffman, Damian Blue, and Ludwig Lutherson. That is the battle for that 8th spot right now, but they are catching this front pack of 6 cars. Bobo Jones, Matt Sladek, kind of nose to tail down there. Oshinga, as well as John Felber in the 017. And there's TJ Smith in that 17. Serena Sankoon now trying to pull away and get up there with the race leader. Now they are 3 wide back here. Bobo Jones on the inside with Sladek. And 3 wide means that pack behind him is going to catch up, so some of these guys might fall out of the race as well. Here comes Aaron Rapid. He right now sits as the first car outside of it. Rock Petaway, the last car inside of the top 8. But Aaron Rapid in that 72, he's going to bring some momentum right up to the back of Petaway once again. And off of the corner they go. It's going to be the battle for the 8th position. Once again, we are getting to halfway through this race next time by. But a lot of cars have already been torn up. Ryan Johnston has been checked and released from the infield care center with the extra safety that they have added to the insides of these cars after Cody Hagan's incident. It has made some major health improvements, and Ryan Johnston being able to walk away from that incident once he was towed inside is a good sign. You also have Zachary Stecker in the 68. He is out of the race, and the 042 of Austin Delgado is out. And then Stephen Thompson, Alex Fletcher, they are right now 1 lap down. Pretty much they will not be in the show. We still have a pretty good group behind this front pack. They are still just single file. They're a bit spread out, but there's people that can still attack, especially if these guys in front make some contact together. And these guys up here battling for 2nd through 7th, I don't know why they didn't just go single file. They could have pulled away. They could all been in the show, because even starting in the back, it's pretty hard to gain up to the front. But as they go, Serena Sankoon is in that 2nd position. She's leading the 2nd pack behind the lone car of Julio Cesar. And you have TJ Smith and the rest. There's a beautiful shot of the pace car. Matt Sladek down there in 7th. He's trying to make some moves and stay in the show. Aaron Rapid in the 72 making a move to the outside. Rock Petaway dropping back on the outside as the field rushes down the back straightaway once again. These guys are going to start getting more fierce in these final 6 laps. This time by is 6 to go. You see further back, Alex Fletcher, he has the speed. I think he just has a bit fresher tires than everyone else because he had to go down and repair some terminal damage on the 81. So he's just a little faster, but still he will not be in the show. And as they go, Aaron Rapid now looking down to the inside of Rock Petaway. That's the battle for that 8th position. And that's the battle for the final transfer spot. Josh Oshinga in that 6 car, he's also there, but Rapid dives it to the inside. He's looking, he's trying. Sladek and John Felber make some contact, I believe, further up, but now side-by-side drag race down the back straightaway for the 8th position. Petaway inches back ahead, but now Aaron Rapid in the 72 car, staying right down there on that inside line. Bobo Jones, Matt Sladek, do not count them out. 72 gets into the back of the 27, pushes him up the track. Now he's going to slide on beside that 27. Bobo Jones dropping back. Matt Sladek as well. And now Aaron Rapid's going to drop behind. Derek Lawson in the 44 trying to gain back up to the front. But they are fighting now for that 4th, 5th, and 6th position. 7th with Bobo Jones, 8th Rock Petaway. So all those guys are battling. But don't slow each other up, because you will not be in the show if you slow each other up. And these guys get around you. Now Derek Lawson looking to take that 9th position away from Rapid and trying to get himself into the show. Luchon versus Hagen further back. You also have Lutherson, 3 wide. Trip McGinnis, he went flipping down the back straightaway in the 07 car. But they were able to repair that ride. 44 going down to the bottom. Rapid's going to be able to pull around. Now Bobo Jones getting slowed up on the outside line. And there's Matt Sladek. He's trying to push himself further up. Serena Sankoon all over the back of John Felber in that 17 car. She's going to push him very hard into the corner. And you see he's going to walk it right up to the top of the track. But that might have been able to save him, especially with that 09 slowing him down. Now Oshinga all over the back of Matt Sladek. Bobo Jones falls to the final transfer spot. We have 3 to go next time by, and there's the distance. There is the top 8, 9th, 10th, and the rest of the field further back. It looks like there's a big gap back from Derek Lawson to Alexa Luchon. Luchon's trying to drive herself up into this front battle. Cody Hagen's going to go wide, and 2 of the cars that are in this 9-car pack will not make the show. The question is, which ones will not? And now Rock Petaway all over the back of Josh Oshinga. He might push him into the corner faster than he wants to go. Right up into Serena Sankoon. Yeah, about that. Oshinga's going to run it very wide. Serena takes a bit of an evasive maneuver. And now everyone's slowing up behind Serena. Here comes Aaron Rapid. That is for the final transfer spot right there with Bobo Jones. Drag race down the back straightaway. Derek Lawson in the 44 right on the back of that 72. Into the corner they go. Bobo has to run that outside line, but the outside line can work through the corner if they can make it stick. No, Rapid tries to go up and slide up in front of Bobo, and now Bobo's going to fall out. Here comes Derek Lawson to the inside. 2 laps to go, 3 wide across the line. Derek Lawson would have been the one in at that point. Serena Sankoon better watch she doesn't fall out, neither should Matt Sladek. And now Aaron Rapid just punted Bobo Jones up to the outside line. Bobo's going to fall back pretty far behind. You also have Luchon and Lutherson. There's Fletcher, the lap car, moving on up. And now there is the battle for that final transfer spot coming around to the white flag. Julio Caesar, there's no need to watch the leader go around. Caesar has won this race. He has a 2.27 second lead over the rest of these guys. Felber and TJ Smith are going to battle further back there. But as the field comes around, this is the transfer spot. Derek Lawson, the final car in. Coming around to the white flag. Can Aaron Rapid or Bobo Jones get themselves into the show by passing him? Lawson's going to dive down to the inside on Serena Sankoon, so he's trying to push her out of the race in that 99. She started this race in the 3rd position. She's going to use that outside line, but here comes Rapid. Bobo Jones as well. This will be the battle for the final transfer spot. But don't count out these guys up front. If Oshinga or Sladek runs very wide, Sladek is going to run extremely wide. Serena holds up the inside line. Coming around, who's going to get that final transfer spot? Bobo Jones on the outside. Rock Petaway dropping back. And coming around, Aaron Rapid's not going to do it. Serena Sankoon will be the last car into the show with Derek Lawson, Rock Petaway, Matt Sladek, Josh Oshinga, TJ Smith, John Felber, and Julio Caesar. Peter Onjak finishes twice. In both races, he was screwed out of a win by aggressive driving. Now he's taken out Matthew Eves as well. Heavy damage to that 83. His weekend, that is the 2nd time he has crashed a car this weekend. So that's a heartbreaking thing for NSI. Rest of the field goes around. But it is Julio Caesar leading them in with TJ Smith, John Felber, Josh Oshinga, Matt Sladek, Rock Petaway, Derek Lawson, and Serena Sankoon. Heartbreak for Bobo Jones. He was in there until 3 to go, and Ditech will only have 1 car in the show. Thank you guys for tuning in to the last chance qualifier and seeing who would be the ones to make it in. Later tonight will be the main feature, the RBSTS here at Homestead. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys at the next one.